Hey everybody, welcome to Cocktails in the War Room. We are live every night here in the War Room. I almost said here at WAAF. Old habits die hard. Every night at 8:30, we meet up here in the War Room and hang out to celebrate the fact that, hey Danielle, celebrate the fact that we made it through another day, that we're still trucking through this whole thing. And so every day at 8:30, we get together to have a cocktail. It always feels a little bit better on the weekends. All of you essential workers hopefully get a little bit of a break on the weekends. And so we hang out in the War Room every night at 8:30 because, well, who the hell wants to hang out with this gang of freaks but us? So thank you guys for hanging out with me every night. This is Cocktails in the War Room number 56. 56 nights in a row. We have sat right here and done what we're going to do, which is to have a drink right now. I'm warning you guys, it's a limoncello night. I had a day. It's been a day and a half. Today has been one of those days. Hold on, let me pour my drink so that I can tell you all about it. Today has been one of those days that you get out of bed and the first thing goes wrong and you think to yourself, I should just go back to bed, and then you don't. And then the next thing goes wrong and you're like, I should definitely go back to bed, and then you don't. And then the day just goes like that all day. That is how today has been. So I deserve this. I needed this. Thank you guys for hanging out with me and having this drink with me, because I friggin' earned it today. It's been a day. First of all, I woke up with the most painful freaking zit on my face, and it's killing me. So I apologize if it's huge. I'm just gonna do that with my hair. Yeah, totally not noticeable when I just put my hair in the middle of my face like that. It's now all there. You're gonna be able to see now, but God, it hurt. It felt like I got bit by something, which I'm still open to the possibility that my face got bit by something, but it fucking kills. So that was the first thing. And then things just went, I ordered this beautiful new office chair because obviously I'm trying to do some work from home and trying to figure things out. And I've been spending a lot of time at my desk, and I've explained to you guys in the past about my bad back and whatever. So I busted out the money for this really nice office chair so that I would be comfortable. And I had to wait over a week for it to arrive. And today it arrived, and I was like a little kid. And I was so excited that I was going to get this new chair. And then I took it out of the box and it was defective and broken. And now I have to try and take it all apart again and cram it back in that friggin' box and send it back. And I spent probably an hour and a half trying to fix something. And I'm fairly certain that someone else returned it because it didn't have the factory tape on it. So as soon as it showed up, I was like, something's not right. It's never good when it's got the extra tape on the box, because you know it got opened and then returned, and then I should have known right then. But just like when I should have gone back to bed, I didn't. And then I tried to put the thing together and do the whole thing, and then it was broken. So I have this beautiful brand new chair that doesn't work. So while I think about my broken chair, I'm going to have another drink because... So today I had to leave the house and run a couple quick errands. So I allowed myself to go to Dunkin' Donuts. It was glorious. Then I went and took a drive and checked the post office box. And that is why this video says you guys made my day. I had a lot of things go wrong today. The chair is the least of it, but that's just one example just to show you, like, I just should never have gotten out of fucking bed today. But I just had a lot of stuff go wrong today. It's been, the last 24 hours have been a little bit tough for me, just personally. There's some stuff going on with the family, and it's just, it's been hard. And so I went to the post office box today and does itching my ear count as touching my face? And the post, Wednesday, come here. I got something for you. Come here, Wednesday. So I went to the post office box today. And if you ever had a post office box, if there's something that doesn't fit in your post office box, they put a slip in it to tell you that you have like packages or mail that was too big to fit in your post office box. And I had a couple of those in there and I got mail today. And that's why this video is titled You Guys Made My Day, because I got some mail today and it totally changed the trajectory of my day. I can't thank you guys enough. Not only for just being here with me every night to keep me from feeling like I'm totally crazy and keeping me company because I've been spending so much time alone, but also just going through this with me because it's such a strange, come here, Wednesday. What's this? Come here. She got a new friend. What is this? Can I take the tags off for you? So I got some packages in my post office box today, and it's because you guys are amazing, and I've been smiling all day because of it. And I want to read you guys the cards, and I want to show, hey, don't get out of there. Come here. What's this? She got a monkey. Come here. It has 6 squeakers in it. Come on, come up here and show everybody. All right, I put it behind me. Here she comes. Come on. Come on. Come get your new monkey. Come here. You know you want it. You have to come on camera and say hi to everybody before you can have the monkey. You have to. Come on. All right, I'm going to throw the monkey over there, and then we'll just act like we don't see it. Wednesday, come here and see your monkey. What about this? And she got a Frisbee. She can Frisbee golf with Mike Shue now. What's this? I got mail for Wednesday. And like, I've been so happy all day because Wednesday got presents. Do you want this? What's this? Go get it. Come here. Why are you camera shy sometimes, and other times you just want to take over the show? Come here. This is your new monkey. I want you to come here so that you can thank everybody for your presents today. Come here. Oh, she's playing hard to get right now. I'm trying to coax her to come up here right now. She is not having it. Come here. I'm sorry if I'm driving your dogs nuts. Ooh, there's squeakers in the paws. And there's a squeaker in the head. And there's one in the stomach. And there's squeakers in the feet. Carol says, Max came running. He wants it. Mark wants to know what the P.O. box is. The P.O. box is 1086 in Leominster, Massachusetts, 01453. What is this? What is all of these squeakers? Come on. Come on. Come here. She's playing tug of war with the monkey on the floor right now, but she doesn't want to come up on the couch. I'll get her up here in a minute. So I went to the post office box with my mask on, and there's a huge line there. And everybody just looks so sad. And I got mail. So I want to read you my mail because I'm really excited. I was always that little kid that ran to the mailbox because I just loved getting mail. What? Do you want the monkey? Come here. Did you guys hear that? That was her yawning and stretching. But I was always that kid that ran to the mailbox excited to get mail. And then when I got older and realized the only stuff you get for mail is bills, and then getting mail kind of sucked. But now this post office box is kind of making mail fun again. Okay, so I got this. this is the first letter. This is from Tom. It says, hey, Carrie, in appreciation for your support of public safety, our military, and everybody on the front lines of the pandemic, here is a token of appreciation for you. Cocktails in the War Room is helping us cope. Therefore, you are one of the essential workers. Thank you. She just took off with the monkey. Hey, where are you going? She's dragging it across the hardwood floor. Come here. She looks like a cougar dragging a gazelle that it just took by the jugular. This poor monkey is just getting dragged across the... Wednesday, bring that monkey over here so everybody can see it. Come here. Can you hear her squeaking in the other room? She's got it by the foot. So I got this. It says, International Brotherhood of Essential Workers, COVID-19 2020. How cool is that? So that was the first thing I got. So Tom, thank you so much. I love it. I haven't decided if I'm going to put it on my motorcycle helmet or my skydiving helmet yet, but it's very cool. So thank you very much. So that was the first thing I got today. Then the monkey came with this letter, which I can't even handle because it's like written in pencil, and you can tell that mom and child wrote their own messages. So the first part is from Nick. Dear Carrie, my mom and I watch your show every night. Stay safe. My mom is your biggest fan. Love, Nick. Give her a shout out, please. And to me too, please. So this is from Nick and Danielle. So that monkey that Wednesday is wrestling right now, it came from Nick and Danielle. So that was the Nick part of the letter. Danielle says, thanks for spending every night at 8:30 with us and getting us through this terrible time. Good luck on your future endeavors, and we hope you stay close to Boston so we can listen to you on the radio. My son is 10, and he looks forward to watching you every night. So we hope you stay safe and healthy. I know this isn't much, but we wanted to do something for you since you do so much for so many. Take care. Love, Danielle. Also, Nick loves Wednesday, and we both think she is adorable. So please say hello to her also. We got her a little something too. I hope that she likes it. So the monkey is for Wednesday, and then they gave me a little something to get iced coffee. So thank you guys so much. Wednesday, did you get that monkey? Do you want to thank Nick and Danielle? They bought you that monkey with all the squeakers. And then the last thing I got came with this note that says, Mistress Carrie, thank you for all you do. Just simply coming on Facebook Live helps more than you realize. Love, Monica. So Monica sent the Snoopy Frisbee for Wednesday, which is amazing. And they also sent Wednesday one of her favorite little Nyla bones. And they sent me a mug so that I can have cocktails in the War Room in my little Snoopy bicentennial mug. So I am going to clean that all up and have my cocktail in it tomorrow night. So thank you to Monica, thank you to Nick and Danielle, and thank you to Tom. I left the post office just feeling so loved today. And Wednesday, what are you doing? Do you want that Frisbee? Go up and get it. She wants the Frisbee. The monkey's laying in the other room already. Come on, Wednesday. Come up here and say hi. Say thank you to everybody. But I love, it was like Christmas. I was so excited. Eric says, please, Carrie, no tears. I'm really trying. Like I said, today was a really hard day. Just everything that could possibly go wrong went wrong today. And I don't like leaving the house anyway, and I had to leave the house, and I was like, all right, well, if I'm gonna leave the house, I might as well go to the post office. And then to just get these cute little letters from you guys, and it just was so sweet and so thoughtful and so generous, and it just, I got her. And it made me smile. Hey, say hi to Nick. He's 10, and he thinks you're cute. Say hi and say, thank you for my presents. I love them. Say thank you. You're so spoiled. I know. Thank you very much for the doggy kisses. I'm telling you, I don't know what I would do in this house all day without her. And it's not even during the day so much, but it's definitely like, oops, she's gonna go get the Frisbee now after she knocks the freaking pillows off the couch probably. But especially like late night when I'm not sleeping, just to have her snuggling with me and to wake up with her in the morning, licking my face and stuff. It's just, see, she likes the Frisbee. What do you have? What do you got? I'm telling you, I've never had a dog that played with more toys. Like, she's so excited to do dog things. She's got moves. Wednesday, give me that Frisbee. You want me to throw it for you? Huh? Do you want me to throw it for you? Give me that Frisbee. Give me that. Oh yeah, there we go. She likes the tug of war. Vicious pug noises. So anyway, stay in bed tomorrow. It's going to be craptacular, says Annette. I know. It's just, you know, there's a lot of like computer stuff and like trying to learn some new things and watching online tutorials about some things I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to make myself more marketable and learn some new softwares that WAF didn't use, but a lot of other radio companies use. And I'm trying to take this downtime to really kind of broaden my brain and learn some new things and use this time wisely, in the hopes of when things start to rebound and open up, and that I'll have some new knowledge that will make me a little bit more desirable to future employers and whatever. So that's what I'm going to spend my day doing tomorrow if it's going to be craptacular. I will not be going after Jabba the Hutt, the giant mulch pile in the yard tomorrow. Okay, speaking of the yard and gardening, let me pour a drink for this one. You guys are going to have to help me out. I know Brandon Boyd from Incubus tore his Achilles in a bizarre gardening accident. And now Dr. Brian May has injured himself while gardening. He took to his social media pages to say, I managed to rip my gluteus maximus to shreds in a moment of over-enthusiastic gardening. I won't be able to walk for a while, he said. He's taking some time away from his social medias. He put up a video from the halls of the hospital. Can you see what she's doing back there? She does this really weird low crawl, like she's trying to get under a tripwire. You know, like she's getting shot at in Vietnam. I mean, she does this really weird crawl thing where she crawls on her elbows. I've never seen another dog do it. She does it all the time. She started doing it so she could get under the ottoman. And Wednesday, what are you doing? Do the low crawl. Show everybody the low crawl. Show them. She's fully tactical. We just need to get her a vest. You want this? You want this? So Brian May, to summarize his social media post, tore his ass in a bizarre gardening accident. Are there any other people that you can think of that injured them, rock stars or celebrities that injured themselves gardening? I know Brandon Boyd did, and now Dr. Brian May has as well. Go over there and get it. So I thought that was really crazy. So it's a good thing that Queen's not on the road right now because he's got a broken ass and he can't tour. Although if Dave Grohl can break his leg and continue the show and then build a throne, I'm sure they can figure out something for Brian May. Do you want to come here? Come here and sit on my lap and say hi to everybody. Come here. Come here, sit on your gluteus maximus. Isn't it amazing how British people can say things that they make it sound so nice and proper and polite? I managed to rip my gluteus maximus to shreds in a moment of over-enthusiastic gardening. It sounds so nice, doesn't it? Thank you for all of the kisses. Do you want to thank everybody for all of your presents? How sweet was that they sent you presents? It's not even your birthday. Yeah. It's not even your birthday. Speaking of dogs, Singapore is using robot-looking dogs, or dog-looking robots, I should say, to patrol parks and public spaces to remind people about social distancing. That's not creepy at all. And they look like those Boston Dynamics robots, the ones that are like, there go the pillows. Let me just get out of the way so you can watch the WrestleMania 6 Wednesday versus the pillows. Hey, what are you doing? You knocked the Frisbee on the floor. Knock it off, you. So they're reminding everybody they need to social distance by scaring the crap out of them with crazy-ass robots. There goes another pillow. Matt Bellamy from Muse has released a solo song called Tomorrow's World. So if you're a Muse fan, you want to check that out. Big Papi is going to lead United We Move, which is going to be a Planet Fitness work-in that's going to happen online as opposed to a workout. It's a work-in. What are you doing? What are you doing? You showing everyone your gluteus maximus? Yeah. What's she doing over there? I'm telling you. Pug's gone wild. Exactly, Joe. That's exactly right. Evening, Carrie in the war room. What's up, Josh? Pillow fight, says Thrasher. Yeah, exactly. Lola says, good girl, get rid of those evil pillows. Hold on, let me see. Wednesday, do you want the Frisbee? Give me that Frisbee. Bring it over here. No, she wants the monkey. She's going after the monkey. Deanna says, oh my God, she's killing me. Yeah, exactly. Monica says, did you see the 3 Days Grace new video? No, Monica, I have not, but it was on my list of things to check out later. I bookmarked it to check it out later. So I will do that for sure. Let me see. They're going to close a section of the Blue Line for 2 weeks, and they're going to use buses to make up the difference. So if you use the Blue Line, they're going to shut it down. Don't forget, Sunday's Mother's Day. So just, guys, if you're married, you got a girlfriend, you guys got kids together, you got a mom, social distancing, isolation, the flower shops are open. I'm just saying, make your life a little bit easier. Don't forget Mother's Day on Sunday. That would be really bad if you did. How's the limoncello? It's making my day a lot better, to be perfectly honest. I needed the limoncello today. It's so good. I can't believe that I haven't had it in so long. And then when we started talking about it here in the war room and I cracked that bottle open, I'm like, I think today's a limoncello day. So good. Yeah, you got to mom up, Melissa says. Exactly. Colleen says, you should make your own limoncello. It is easy and really good. Colleen, I will put that on the list. Are we still getting friggin' snow tonight? Because I really want to plant my garden. Like, I really want to go outside and put my hands in the dirt and plant my tomatoes and my basil and my cucumbers. My peas are about this tall. My spinach is only about this tall. Rick wants to know if I watched the Rocks video today. No. Should I have watched the Rocks video today? Would that have made my day a little bit better? I guarantee you that it would have. I will go and watch the Rocks video. People are doing car parades for their moms, says Madeline. Well, that's really cool. Mistress Carrie, the ride is going to be less people now. What does that mean, Roberto? I missed your last message. Eric says Mother's Day shopping is done. Plan now, be ready for Sunday. Hot cocoa and whiskey here. It's too freaking cold, says Sarah. Rum and Coke here, says Jessica. That is fantastic. Betty says, New York, we have snow. It's snowing in New Hampshire right now, says Sarah. Oh, great. Up to 2 inches in Worcester County tonight, says Rodney. All I want to do is plant my freaking garden. It's May 8th. Can we just have something that's okay? Can we have something that's going right? Snow into tomorrow morning up here in New Hampshire, says John. I'm having a nice rum and Coke, says Jerry. What's up, Jerry? Snow in motherfucking May. What is life? I know. I don't. Suzanne says, well, tomorrow you'll be wearing mittens and ankle weights. Janice says the gals need to honor their moms too. 100%. But girls don't usually forget Mother's Day because we have vaginas and we understand what it would feel like if you squeezed a baby out of one. Whereas guys don't really get it. So I'm just saying, your mom pushed you out of her vagina. Mother's Day is Sunday. That's all you gotta say. Out of her vagina. Yeah. I need more limoncello just at the thought. I'm a pug mom. Wednesday did not come out of my vagina. Hold, please. Okay. Danielle wants to know, did you see the murder hornet kill the mouse video? Oh my God, I'm staying in the house forever. No, I don't want to watch those videos. I can't handle the murder hornets. I can't handle any of it. Wednesday, what are you doing? Where's the monkey? Or the friggin' stingray? Where is everything? Wednesday's got something on her face and I don't know what it is. And I'm a little bit afraid to ask. Come here. Come here. Oh, I just got a text message that all of my high school friends, like all of the guys that I go to the Patriots games, are all drunk in a Zoom call right now. And they're like, when you get done in the war room, come hang out with us on Zoom. It's going to be one of those nights. I think I'm going to end up on the internet drunk at 1 o'clock in the morning with all of my idiot friends that I grew up with. They're all the people that made me like this. I was born normal, and then this happened. And it's because of all of my friends. Pat says C-sections hurt just as bad. Absolutely. I'm not discounting women that don't squeeze babies out of their vaginas. It's all birth. Either way. Do you hear what's going on back there? Hold on, let me move so you can watch the pug show. What are you doing? What's going on back here? Do you see her hiding behind that pillow? What are you doing under there? Are you being a psycho dog? Do you want to be my co-host? You have to like... What do you have on your face? What is all over your face? What were you eating that you're not supposed to have? Huh? This is what I do all day. Huh? Did you see that attack stance? She's like, 16 and a half pounds of pure pug fury. What are you doing behind that pillow? Huh? Are you being a psycho dog? Are you being a psycho dog? Everybody's laughing at you right now. Can you come out of there? Come over here. What are you doing? She's wound up now. What are you doing? Don't you bite my pillows. Hey, don't you bite my pillows. Don't you do it. I apologize for this break in programming, but I'm dealing with an unruly pug. If that whole 7 years for dog years thing is true, then I have a 14-year-old that is pushing her limits right now. What are you doing? All of a sudden, come here, come over here. Tell everybody that you're a psycho. Here, come here, let me rub your belly, and that'll calm you down. Come here. This is cracking you up, isn't it? Huh? I am crying. You're in for a long night, says John. Yeah, exactly. Do you guys hear these noises? She is a psycho right now. Oh my God. What are you doing? In 2 minutes, you're going to need a nap. You're a pug. You don't have, do you see those white spots on her face? She got into something. I don't know what it is. What? Don't you eat my pillows? What are you doing? Whew, I'm in for it tonight. Hold on, I'm just gonna keep drinking until, yeah, teen pug, exactly, says Madeline. Someone needs a timeout. Exactly, thank you, Tony. Diva says, I'm loving this right now. John says she knows how to get attention. Yeah, you think? Mike and Becky say, don't plan on getting any sleep tonight. Oh, now she's got the Frisbee. She's taking it in the other room. She just dropped the Frisbee on the monkey. She's hitting the monkey with the Frisbee. What is going on over there, you weirdo? Quarantine life. Seriously, this is the stuff that makes my day, says Jeff. It's the Wednesday show, says Mickey. Yeah, exactly. Scott says she's got moved. Mark says she's wild. Wednesday is all I care about every night, says Amy. Oh, thanks, Amy. Joy says full moon makes dogs crazy. Full moon was last night. Last night was the last super moon of the year, I believe. Brianna says smushed faces make the best noises. She's getting a workout. I can hear her panting. Butthole song. Oh my God. Did you guys see the video that I put up on Facebook earlier today? She's doing the low crawl under the ottoman in the other room with the Frisbee, by the way. She's trying to avoid a tripwire. There's a video that I put up on Facebook today of this little girl that wrote a song about what's in your butthole. She's like 5. She wrote a butthole song. God, I hope she becomes a rock star because it's amazing. Awesome to have during quarantine. Wait, what? Yeah, exactly. This is quarantine life right here. She's affected by the full moon. Yeah, exactly. Scott says she's spanking the monkey. It's a slobber knocker. I don't even know what that means. New toys have her all fired up, says Jay. Yeah, she's literally biting the Frisbee, and every time she clamps down, the Frisbee tips up, and then she's beating the monkey over the head with the Frisbee. I should just put a webcam up in the room so you guys can just watch Wednesday 24/7. I'll warn you that 23 hours of the day, she's a pug, so she's just napping. You guys just happen to get her on like the 1 hour where she's kind of awake. She has to cram a lot into an hour. She's got to be awake, she's got to run around, she's got to eat, and she's got to poop, and then she sleeps for like 23 more hours. That's what pugs do. 3 days before and 3 days after a full moon. Eric says the video was funny about the girl with the butthole song, so you should check that out. My friend Stu sent it to me. My 7-year-old has been singing that song all day, says Vera. Yeah, it's a song about what's in your butthole that's written by a little kid. So don't put any kind of weird, pervy stuff on it. Deanna says, yes, I want to know what's in your butthole. Joe says, the butthole surfers. Jeff says, I missed that. Well, go back. It's on my Facebook page. I put it up earlier today. It's just hilarious. This little girl just wrote a song about what's in your butthole. Kids. Wednesday could make you rich as a cam girl, says Brianna. Let me just tell you guys something. If after 29 years at WAAF, my next career move is managing a camera so that people can watch my pug on the internet, I'm going to drink every day. Like, I'm going to have a drinking problem if my next career is being the manager of my unruly 2-year-old pug. I mean, she's already got over 500 fans on Instagram. Like, I told my mom that, and she was like, what? Because my mom doesn't know what Instagram is, because whose mom does? And I was like, yeah, Mom, she has a fan club on Instagram that has over 500 people in it. And she was like, what do you mean? What? Wednesday puts things on the internet? And at that point, I just went to the freezer and pulled out the bottle of limoncello. Like, please tell me that you guys understand what it's like to try and have a conversation about technology with your parents, because she just doesn't get it. She doesn't understand. She's like, why do people want to look at Wednesday on the internet? And I'm like, because she's an alien crammed in a pug body. Like, that's why. She's like the little dog from Men in Black, Frank, the pug. Hold on, I need to refill my limoncello. Today's a day. By the way, Wednesday's asleep in the other room. That's it. That's all the energy she had. It's all gone now. She's going to nap for the next 4 hours. Then she's going to want to go outside and shit on my grass. My beautiful, trying to grow it and have my lawn be perfect grass. And she's going to be like, nope, I want to poop right here in the middle of your beautiful grass, Mom. I'm in a yard war. Do you guys get in yard wars with your neighbors? I'm in a yard war. So everybody that lives around me is amazing. I have the best neighbors. I will tell you, some of them I think might be watching right now, but when I moved into my house, the neighbors all showed up like the day the moving trucks arrived. And they were like the villagers with the pitchforks going after the Frankenstein monster, because all they heard was that this crazy purple-haired rock and roll DJ bought the house next door, and all the neighbors were like, what the fuck? So the neighbors came over and visited, and they were like, we wanted to say hi, but really it was like, we want to make sure that you're not going to be like an asshole. And now, like, my neighbors are amazing. They're all unbelievable. We're super close. We all look out for each other. It's an awesome place to be. But me and my neighbor across the street, we are in a war to see who has the nicer yard. And she's winning right now. And they got a delivery of bark mulch today, and half of that pile is already gone. And I yelled at them. I took the dogs out earlier, and while they were working in the yard, I was like, knock it the fuck off over there. Stop trying to make me look bad. And they were just laughing and pointing because my Jabba the Hutt mulch pile is still huge. Jared said, we're trying to get my grandma to use an iPhone, so I know. Good luck with that. I tried to tell my mom about Zoom, and she was like, what do you want me to Zoom over to your house, says Eric. Remember Zoom when we were kids? And they would like talk through like the tennis rackets and yeah. I worked with somebody whose sister was on Zoom. And when I found out, I totally nerded out. I was like, your sister was on Zoom? I used to watch that show when I was a kid. Rodney says, like, Morticia Adams moved in. No, dude, you don't even know. All the neighbors showed up at the same time. Now, this was years ago. And they all showed up at the same time, and they were like, we just wanted to welcome you to the neighborhood. But you know when you can, like, read through them? And I was like, no, you guys are over here to, like, make sure I'm not going to be a total asshole and drag your property values down. Like, I knew what was going on. And now me and the neighbors, we're awesome. We're there for each other. We're super helpful. These neighbors, like every once in a while we get together and get drunk and play poker. And they all thought I was crazy for all the doomsday zombie prepping that I did. And now all of a sudden my neighbors don't think I'm so crazy anymore. Just saying. Yeah. Mike and Becky, Zoom. Yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about. The Zoom show from when we were kids. Monica says we tried to get our grandparents to use an iPhone. They forgot it at home. Yeah. Yeah. I see Carrie and Wednesday. And yeah, exactly, Eric. That's what I'm talking about. Drea says 02134, send it to Zoom. Seriously. So I worked with a guy at Entercom. He worked for one of the other radio stations that was owned by the company. We were in a meeting one day and he was like, yeah, my sister was on Zoom. And I literally was like, oh, she was? I literally freaked out. Danielle says, my neighbors are assholes. It really sucks if you don't get along with your neighbors. And I'm really lucky that my neighbors are fantastic. You know, we're all in a little Facebook group. So if like there's a weird car or something's going on in the neighborhood, we all get alerts. I remember, I don't know, it was a few years ago. And I was in the studio at WAF and I get a message on Facebook and it's like, there's a moose walking down the street. And I'm like, why am I in Boston right now? Why am I not at home watching a fucking moose? So if you got good neighbors, keep them because they're hard to come by. Seriously. All right, let me run through some numbers and then I'll show you guys some stuff. Numbers. The United States has 1.316 million confirmed cases of the coronavirus. That is up 25,696 from yesterday. There have been documented 182,000 recovered cases nationwide from the coronavirus. And at last count, there were 78,198 fatalities. That is up 1,926 from yesterday. In Massachusetts, there are 75,333 confirmed cases of the coronavirus. That is up 1,612 from yesterday. There have been 4,702 documented fatalities. That's up 150 from yesterday. There have been 366,023 tests, coronavirus tests in Mass. That is up 14,391 from yesterday. So since we were in the war room last, they have done 14,391 tests, which is unbelievable. So the testing is definitely ramped up here in Massachusetts, but the numbers nationwide are still going up. Although I believe in Massachusetts, we're starting to level off, and hopefully we'll start heading down the other side of the curve, as they say. Okay, my artifact from the war room. Now that I totally got a limoncello buzz right now. So before I went to Iraq in 2006, I got invited along with Spaz and LB. And the three of us got invited to go to Joint Base Cape Cod for the weekend. And basically what they did was they had a recruitment class of the Mass Army National Guard. And what they do is when you join the military or join the National Guard, the Mass National Guard kind of puts you through like a precursor to basic training to kind of get you ready for what to expect when you go off to basic training. And they do that, or that's what they did back in 2005 down on Joint Base Cape Cod. So they invited me and Spaz and LB to go down for the weekend. So we stayed on base and we went through a weekend's worth of basic training. And so what they did was they broke the recruits up into 3 teams. There was Team Mistress Carrie, Team Spaz, Team LB. And they were putting us through the obstacle course. And they have these things where they're like, you and everybody on your team needs to get from here to here with no help and no tools and no nothing. And it's all about problem solving and figuring it out. So you got to get across a chasm. You got to get up over a wall. You got to do all of this stuff. And so me, Spaz, and LB, we had a blast. We were down at Joint Base Cape Cod for the weekend. And we each had our own team. We had to go through the obstacle courses. We did all the problem solving stuff. It was really, really cool. And at the end of the weekend, they gave us all dog tags, which, you know, like I've said many times here in the war room, being a female civilian member of the media, to be treated with the respect and the love that I've been shown from all branches of the military for years and years and years now is incredibly humbling. And so they made us dog tags. So my dog tag says, Mistress Carrie, the baddest bitch in Boston, WAF Boot Camp, May 14th, 2005. So that's what this one says right here. And the other dog tag is, on one side it says Army values, loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, personal courage. And then on the other side is the warrior ethos, which says, I will always place the mission first. I will always I will always place the mission first. I will never accept defeat. I will never quit. I will never leave a fallen comrade. And so that's what one side of the dog tag says right there. And that's the other side. I know, oh wait, sorry, that was upside down. I know you guys are reading it upside down and backwards, but there's no way for me to reverse it. So anyway, at the end of the weekend, me and Spaz and LB were issued our official dog tags, and I always saved them. One, because there's a dog tag out there that says, Mistress Carrie, the baddest bitch in Boston, because that's not what is said on dog tags. And also, I got really close to my recruiting class, and we actually won the problem-solving obstacle. And basically, we made like a human ladder. Like, remember that scene in World War Z where the zombies overtake Jerusalem by climbing over the wall and they make a human ladder. Well, that's what we did to get over this giant wall in the obstacle course. And it always made me laugh that whenever we got invited to do stuff like that, that when we first arrived, and I mean we as in like the WAF DJs, so me, Spaz, LB, whatever, I think people always expect us to like not want to get dirty. So when we show up for a weekend basic training class with a bunch of recruits, they think that for some reason we're going to be prima donnas. And we were like, fuck no, let's do this shit. And all I wanted to do was beat Spaz and LB. And in this particular obstacle course, me and my team beat them. And we did it by making this human wall. And we had the heaviest people to the lightest people like climbing up over each other. And people were like stepping on our faces with boots. And it was all about problem solving and finishing the mission. And so for any of the military people and veterans that are watching this, for you, this is no big deal. But I cannot understate, or it cannot be understated, that for someone like me to be able to form a group with all of these recruits and to figure out how to solve a problem, like I'll give you another example. So we had to go over the obstacle course. And one of the things that the obstacle course had us do was we had to climb this cargo rope, and we were like, I don't know, 30 feet above the ground or something. And we had to go across this beam, and it was really high up and it was really scary. And so there were all these kids that were newly recruited into the Army that were going through this obstacle course, no problem. But I was the leader of the group because each group got a DJ. And I told these guys, I said, listen, because of my little foot and the issues that I've had, like walking, I don't have a lot of balance. I'm incredibly clumsy. So being high off the ground and trying to balance on a beam and climb up ladders, it doesn't work the same way for me as it does for other people. And I just remember my entire group, my recruiting class, getting underneath the beam that I was trying to cross. And I was the last one. And they were cheering for me and telling me that I could do it. And it was just unbelievable that we were this group of people. And they were like, that I was one of them. You guys are all getting into a fight with somebody over something. What is going on? You guys are all fighting over, like, my stories are boring and you guys are yelling at each other. What's going on? Are we being trolled right now? Like, seriously? There's always one, says Mark. I don't know what's going on. I guess Russell is just being a jerk, I guess. I don't know. But I can see you guys' comments, and then all of a sudden people are like, stop being a dick, someone's hating on me. Okay, that's great, whatever. I don't give a fuck. You know, all I can do is tell you guys the stories about, you know, all of these crazy little tchotchkes, and then go in and delete people's comments and block them from the page. Because at the end of the day, like I've said to you guys many times, this isn't a democracy here. I mean, you guys all have a voice, but at the end of the day, I'm the fucking queen of this page. So if you're going to be a dick, I'll just block you out of it. You don't have to listen. You don't have to like it. Nobody's forcing you at gunpoint to be here. It's fine. It's okay. Whatever. If you're unhappy being here, if this is too boring for you, or you're too cool for school, see ya. I love being able to tell people to go fuck themselves now, which I couldn't do on the radio. Like when we were in the studio and the text line would go off, I couldn't go on the air and be like, you know what? Go fuck yourself. But now I can. It's kind of liberating, actually, to be honest. Whatever. Anyway, okay, Russell, you got your 5 seconds of fame. Whatever. You're acting out like my 2-year-old pug looking for attention, which is kind of hilarious. So anyway, we did this weekend's worth of basic training, and me and Spaz and LB got to hang out with all of these recruits, all of these like 18 and 19-year-olds. And this is in 2005 at the height of the war in Iraq. And for us to be able to go and spend the weekend with them, and it wasn't just training during the day, but then we got to hang out with them. We stayed in the barracks over the weekend. And so we got to hang out with these guys at night and really just kind of talk to them and really get to know them. It was just really cool. And so these dog tags that were given to us at the end of the weekend, they mean a lot. And as you guys have known through the last 56 days of being here in the war room with me, I hold sentimental value to a lot of things. I really pity, like when I die, the people that have to go through all my stuff. I'm not a dangerous hoarder, but I save a lot of stuff, and I have these sentimental attachments to a lot of different things. So, there's a lot of things like people would look at a set of dog tags like this. Obviously they're red because we're not in the military. But when they presented me and Spaz and LB our dog tags at the end of the weekend, like it meant the world to me that they did that. And it was just really cool. So that's why I saved them. A lot of questions about my shirt tonight. I dug this one out. This is a little random. This is Army of Anyone shirt. That was Richard Patrick from Filter with the Stone Temple Pilots guys. And they came into the radio station, they played acoustic, and they brought us all shirts. So that's what Army of Anyone is. And then we got to find a drink recipe for tonight. Document your stuff, says Becky. There's too much stuff, Becky. Seriously. Too much stuff. Oh, here's a good one for the murder hornets. This one's called a bee stinger. 2 ounces of white creme de menthe, an ounce of creme de cassis. Pour the ingredients into a brandy glass, stir and serve. And that's called a bee stinger. So every night here in the War Room, we give you a drink recipe. We've been reading them out of the new American Bartender's Handbook, unless you guys send me a drink recipe that we need to talk about that might not be in here. So like I said, that's called a bee stinger. It's creme de menthe and creme de cassis. And you pour the ingredients into a brandy glass, stir and serve. Holy shit, I forgot about them, says Deanna. Yeah, exactly. Wearing a shark head tonight. Yes, I am. We should find a nasty drink with dairy and call it the Russell. I love that you guys are going after negative people and whatever, but let me just tell you, like, after being on the air for 22 years, I have heard the most hateful, awful, ridiculous things from people over the years. And all I can tell you is that the people that yell the loudest and bitch the loudest and complain the loudest are usually the ones that are hurting the most and are looking for the most attention. And they're just the vocal minority, as my old boss Ron used to say, that the people that you've offended are the ones that yell the loudest, but all of the people that are just going through life day to day, dealing with whatever, water off a duck's back kind of people, they don't make a lot of noise, but, face police. But especially after the last 24 hours that I've had, like I said, when I got here tonight, that the last 24 hours just personally have been really tough for me. There's this newfound liberation with not having the radio station to worry about, because anytime I turned a microphone on, anytime I did anything, I always worried about what was best for WAAF first. If I say this, if I tell this person to go fuck themselves, what is that going to do to WAAF? Because I cared about that place more than I cared about myself. And now that it's gone, and I only have myself to really worry about, I just have no problem saying, go fuck yourself now, like more than I ever have. And so I just don't understand why people have to go out of their way to just be fucking assholes. Like, stop wasting your fucking life. There are people dying from a global pandemic. There are people literally drowning in fluid in their own lungs. And if you have to go on Facebook with a group of people that get together every night to have a drink and decompress and be a dick, fuck off. Like, there is a certain amount of liberation that has come from me getting laid off that I never had before. As much as I didn't give a fuck before, my give a fuck meter has gone up like significantly over the last couple of months because there are bigger fucking problems, guys. There are people that don't have jobs that are trying to figure out how to feed their kids. There are World War II veterans that are fucking dying because they have a virus as part of a global pandemic. Like, the world has bigger fucking problems than you lashing out on Facebook. Figure out how you can make the world better. And if you can't make the world better, fuck off. Seriously. I don't know how else to say it. If you're not trying to make the world better, you're making the world worse. And who the fuck has time for that? I don't. Do you guys? I don't. Keith says, ignore the idiots. You know what, Keith? You're right. To a point. But sometimes bullies need to get punched in the dick by someone bigger than they are for them to understand that running around trying to be assholes is not the way to go. So just knock it off. Nobody gives a fuck. We got bigger things to do. Let's figure out how we can make the world a better fucking place, how we can help the people that are less fortunate that we are, how we can get through the shit that we're going through. I understand that the last 24 hours for me have sucked. They've been really hard. There's stuff that I don't even want to talk about, not even with you guys, and I feel like we're family, but there are just some things that you just go through and you're like, you know what? I don't even want to fucking talk about it. But if you're one of those people that would rather burn shit down than build things up, that might feel really good in the short term. You're on the internet being a fucking keyboard tough guy. But in the long run, no one builds monuments for fucking people that destroy shit. They only build monuments for people that fucking help. And if in this time in the world, when 20.5 million people lost their jobs in April alone, 20.5 million jobs were lost in the United States in April. It was the worst job loss report in United States history, surpassing the Great Depression. And if you are not going to try to fucking help, try to figure out how you can make things better in some small way. If all you can do is get on a keyboard and be like, fuck you. The world is way bigger than you. If that's how you're going to find your little fucking place in the world, crawl back into your hole and just fucking go away. Because right now we need positivity, we need teamwork, we need a strong tribe, and we need people to be focused on a common goal and a plan on how to achieve that goal. And if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the fucking problem. Hold on. You guys got me wound up tonight. I don't like to go off, but I feel like after the day I had, I ain't controlling it tonight. And if this adversely affects my job prospects moving forward, I apologize. But the problem with what's going on right now nationwide is that people think there are two sides. You're either conservative or you're liberal. You're a Republican or you're Democrat. Everybody's forgotten the fact that there is one country, there's one flag, there's one constitution, there's one people of this country, and we're Americans. You don't have to agree on everything. You don't have to like what people say. You can fucking hate every goddamn word that comes out of somebody's mouth, but you can totally protect the fact that they have the right to be absolute fucking assholes. And I will defend someone's right to be a prick to the end of the earth. If you want to be an asshole, you have the absolute, that's what makes America great. Is that you get to be a total fucking douchebag. And we have that freedom. But we don't have to like you. We don't have to support what you say. We just have to support your right to say it. And there's a total difference. And if right now people are just looking for ways to cut things down and be negative and to just be part of the fucking problem, the rest of us don't have time for you. There are bigger things in the world going on. There are people sick. There are veterans dying. There are people who have kids that are hungry. There are people that are scared to death about being homeless and figuring out how to pay their mortgage. And if you just want to go on the internet and type a bunch of bullshit to get people riled up, fuck you. Because the rest of us don't have time for that. Is the limoncello almost gone, Eric says? The limoncello is never gone. Just like I told you the other night, you never go for the Cheez-It. The limoncello is never almost gone. And here's the problem. As we go into an election, it's like we're being asked to choose from sides of a coin. You're either this side or this side. You're either heads or tails. I refuse to be forced to make that choice. I have a fucking brain. I'm an educated person. And I understand that it's a lot more complicated than that. And I believe that the 10% that are here and the 10% that are here, the other 80% of us have fucking common sense and are in the middle. Yeah, I know you guys are encouraging me to get drunk because I like to tell people to fuck themselves when I get drunk. But I hate the fact that there is so much division. I hate the fact that the internet, while it does all these amazing things and enables us to galvanize positive forces and raise money for charity and to be forces of good and to be able to help, gives voices to people that would like nothing more than to just destroy things. And thank you, Eric. Divided we fall. Perfect, succinct, on point. If you can't figure out how to help, you are in the fucking way and move. Period. End of story. Period. So, at least in this little microcosm that we got going on, this little dysfunctional, weird-ass family that we got going on, this is a force for good. This is a group that when we find out someone's hurting, we find a way to make them better. It's not a place for you to be an asshole. And tonight when we get off live and we go back and read the comments, anybody that's a dick is just getting blocked because we don't have time for that shit. I will tell you, I don't have everything in place, but one of the things that I'm working on is a way for us to organize and galvanize our resources and to help people that need help. Normally, I would have the radio station to help me do that. Now that I don't, things are taking a little bit longer. But I don't know about you guys, but being someone that's newly unemployed, being someone that is kind of floating with the tides right now, I'm really looking for things to be able to feel positive, constructive. I don't want to feel helpless. And I'm working on some things that we can all do together to galvanize our resources and to focus on a common goal. And I'm putting some things together, and I'm hoping within the next week to be able to make some announcements on how we can do, how all of us together can get together and go, we're going to do this together. And when I figure all of that out, the logistics of all of it, I will let you guys know. And anybody that doesn't want to be part of it, there's the fucking door, douchebags. I love the internet. There's no FCC. I can just say fuck. I know it's not a new concept, but for me, after 22 years, to be able to say fuck whenever I want is so nice. John says, play more music. I wish I could. Fuck, I wish I could. Hold on. Hey, Chris, I see your comment. And you know why. I'm getting some private jokes from some good friends of mine that deserve a middle finger. Okay. Is my rant done? Are we good? I mean, it's Friday night. The limoncello is still, there's still some stuff in the bottle, but guys, I really appreciate you letting me vent a little bit tonight. Like, I had a really bad day today, and you guys found a way to make it okay. And the fact that you guys are here, so when I have a great day, I have people that I'm excited to talk to it about with. And when I have a bad day, I know I have a shoulder. And Trisha says the F-bombs are so hot. Thank you very much, Trisha. But I just want you guys to know that we are all here for you when you have a bad day too. And we're all in this together. And it doesn't matter if you have a good day or a bad day, you have a place here in the war room. And at the end of the day, I want you guys to hear this statistic because I read it today and it shook me to my core. They've done research on this topic. The prediction is because of the coronavirus, 75,000 Americans could die of alcohol and drug misuse and suicide as a result of the coronavirus. All of us right now are going through the pressures of life tenfold. So if you're worried about money, if you're worried about family, if you're worried about your relationship, if you're worried about your kids, everything's magnified right now because the economy's weird. Everybody's 401ks are weird. You're worried about getting sick. There's the pressures of your family, whether it be managing the older members of your family or trying to keep occupied the younger members of your family. Like, there are so many pressures right now. And one of the things that we have to worry about is the mental health of everybody and how everyone is handling the isolation, the pressure, everything. And we need to be super vigilant to make sure that we're taking care of everybody that's in our little bubble. So your family, your friends, your battle buddies, your work buddies, whoever it is, you got to make sure that your little circle is okay. And then at the end of the day, when you need to decompress, you come here and we all decompress together. So I'm going to give you the numbers again, the websites again, just in case you need them. The National Suicide Prevention Hotline is 1-800-273-8255, or you can go to suicidepreventionlifeline.org. The Nursing Home Family Resource Line here in Massachusetts is 617-660-5399. And SafeLink, which is the number you need if you are having domestic violence issues at home, that national SafeLink hotline is 877-785-2020. And here in Massachusetts, if you need any of the resources, you need links to anything, go to mass.gov/COVID-19. And those are all of the resources that you should need. But at the end of the day, you've got a family here. You've got a support group here. We accept everybody. The only thing that we don't accept is intolerance. We are intolerant of the intolerant. So if you're not someone that is looking to be part of the team, to look out for the greater good, to worry about your fellow American first and their political party second, you don't belong here. Because here we're proud Americans that are trying to solve problems, and we're willing to look past differences to protect the greater good. And right now, we're all hurting. You know, while some of the more populated states like New York and Massachusetts may be on the downside of these curves, there are a lot of more rural states where they're delayed in the cases of the coronavirus, but we know that it's going to hit them too. And we need to have empathy, and we need to have an open heart, and we need to be positive. And if we can do all of those things, we are going to be the better for it. Because at the end of the day, this country is supposed to be about protecting people's right to have difference of opinion. And the fact that we all agree that we can differ in opinion makes us all the same. That unlike a lot of other countries, we accept the fact that we can have differing opinions and still salute the same flag. And we have to be okay with that, and we have to move forward. And if you're not on that team, if you're not on the team of trying to solve problems, if you're not on the team of trying to help people, then you're on the team of people that are just in the fucking way. So let's be all on the team of trying to help people. Let's take care of the old people that are the most vulnerable. Let's take care of the people that are having issues with autoimmune issues, people that are asthmatic and diabetic, the people that are the most vulnerable in our society, and let's rally around them and protect them. Let's worry about the future of our country and moving forward. And I don't give a fuck if you're a donkey or an elephant. You're an American first. Period. End of story. So let's worry about each other and have some empathy and understand that we all need each other right now. And every other country is trying to figure that out. And that's when America has always been at its best. Push us against a wall and see what happens. We've been tested over and over again. This is a place where we need to be, where we need to be positive and we need to be problem solving. And we need to be telling people that are going into hospitals every day worried about how many masks they're going to have access to, and telling them, you know what, we support you and we love you and we appreciate what you're doing every day. Our paramedics, our EMTs, our firefighters, our police officers, the National Guard soldiers that are setting up in the parking lots of nursing homes and care facilities and taking care of those people that are the weakest among us, and showing them the respect and the grace that they deserve. The people that are in all of our VAs right now that have earned the right to be taken care of. Let's worry about them. And the younger, healthy people, it's our responsibility to make sure that they're okay first. And if you guys are all good with that, then you have a place here. So cheers to all of you guys. Because I feel like there are so many more forces that are trying to take us all apart. And as long as all of us here in the War Room every night at 8:30, that we're all on the same page, then you can't tear us down. So I love you guys. Thank you for all your little gifts for Wednesday and all of the little letters and the support that I've gotten in my P.O. box and all of the comments. God, it's late. Who was that just said that? Rodney said 2-hour cocktails in the War Room tonight. Cool. I'm sorry I'm ranting, but like I said, today was a really shit day and you guys made it better. And I just want us to all believe that we're all better together. So tolerance, empathy, sympathy, understanding, strength, these are all things that can exist together. And you guys are badass. We can do anything together. Except recharge my iPhone battery, which just told me that it's 20% from dying. Ah! All right, guys. You got your drink recipe. You got your War Room artifact. You got your old school t-shirt. You guys are the best. I love you guys more than you know. And I really don't think you guys understand how much you make things better for me, especially right now with as much isolation and uncertainty the world is throwing my way. To know that every night I'm going to come here at 8:30 and be surrounded by such love, you will never understand what that means to me. So thank you guys. I love you. To all of our first responders, healthcare workers, essential workers, you guys are the best. I'll see you guys tomorrow night right here in the War Room. Oh my God, it's so late. Go to bed. Don't you have to go to sleep? Never go to bed mad. Exactly. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow.